All right, Kenman here, and this package has been a long time coming. I've been awaiting this knife since Blade Show Texas. Back at the beginning of March. I fell in love with it immediately. Long story short, here it is. Let's get to it. These are going to come into play in a little bit. 10.32, all wrapped up. Terry asked me to weigh it for him beforehand. All right. Let's get in here. Terry, did I give it away? Trying to be careful in case there's anything in this box or this package. All right. Boom. There it is. Bag on the floor. In the box. Terry, 9.76 for shipping purposes or whatever. It's a Kansept. Terry, who knows what this is? I'm so excited. 1931 leatherworks, designed and knifed. Kansept accepted. Package on the floor. Here it is, finally. The Kansept Orlok. Designer Terry. Blackwash CPM S35 VN. Blackwash titanium on the... Let's get it over. Yeah. Loving Kansept lately. They've been doing some really good stuff. Nice cloth. See if they got anything new in here. Got the Kansept with the really nice artwork. Fun stuff. Socials. Warranty information. Use and care. All right. Get that off to the side. There is the pouch box on the floor. Oh, yes. Finally. All right. Here it is. Mini bag on the floor. We have it. It's in my hands. How do I open it first? Boom. Yes. Let's wipe this thing off. Get this oil off of here, the initial right out of the box. Okay, Kansept Orlok, 1931 leatherworks. Woo, look at this thing. Good stuff. What a fun shape and design. Let's check it out, soak it in. The black wash on the titanium on that handle. And then we have that S35 VN also with the black wash. If you notice, it's got this kind of a stone wash kind of look. The edges are kind of knocked down a little bit. I love this look. That's great stuff. Okay, so we have a fuller or a little hole for flicking out, thumbing out. Oh, I caught the flipper, the rear flipper on my finger there. All right, there it goes. No problems whatsoever. Front flipper. Bam. Roll it over. Oh, yeah. Not a huge knife, but that blade packs a punch. I love it. Look at that harpoon little spot right there. Ooh. Choke up. Ooh, baby. Very nice. Feels how I remember it. Looks great. I dig it. Look at how thick that blade is. Okay. Soaking it in. Sorry. If you watched my live earlier today, we were sitting there and I'm just staring out the window for most of the live, waiting for it to show up. Said what time the delivery was. An hour and a half after said delivery was when it actually arrived, so my live was already over. I do regular vertical lives for funsies, doing some fun projects and things. We did some dyes. I just ordered an anodizing station, so we're going to get into that pretty soon as well. Check them out. I do a normal full-size live with a bunch of fun breakdowns. Look stuff up online on Thursdays, 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. Check it out. Okay, enough hijacking. The Orlok. Good stuff. Blade is solid. No play. Centered very nicely right in the middle. Flicks out. I've noticed, if anything, the thumb stud, when I do this, I'm getting my hand in the way of that front flipper with the thumb out. I'm usually not going to do that, though. I'm going to be flicking it like this or doing that front flipper most of the time. So not a really big deal. I like that front flipper. That sticks up pretty far. It's going to be a pretty easy one for most people to use. If you look at the right-handed action here, hit that lock and it just drops down. Front flip is great. That roll across just works really good. This action is fantastic. The one I handled was a prototype, so it wasn't quite fully worked out. This looks like everything is great. Thick, heavy handle. I like it. The titanium looks good. Full back spacer across there. Clip can be swapped to the other side. Got that love for the lefties. That's another thing about this knife. I'm going to swap that over and it's just going to be a lefty dream. I like the access to that liner lock just up in the bolster area there. Tiny little cutout relief right there to help kind of get into that. What do we think about this? Who ordered one? Which one did you get? I think there's like 5 different versions. They all look really nice. A couple versions do have some facets cut into the handle, kind of more like a rock texture. Look at that harpoon way out there. Oh, look at my thumb sitting in that. That is what I want. Tip is in a great spot. This could be a daily user. This is probably already going to jump right into my top 5. This knife is great. Looks like T8s on the hardware, T6s on the pocket clip. Can't tell if that's a captive pivot or not. It might be, but there is a screw thread on both sides. Oops, there we go. What are we doing? So we got Terry's 1931 Leatherworks logo right there. Great little logo. Orlok written, tucked up in there. Kansept's logo. Then you've got that number, the serial number or whatever, and then S35VN. I don't mind any of that. They could do out without the serial number, but other than that, they got it all tucked up in there nice. Doesn't distract or anything from the design. I think the Kansept logo is cool, and I think Terry's like Frankensteinish kind of logo is really cool. I dig it. This knife is great. Oof, I just got to get that clip swapped to the other side. I notice it's giving me a little bit of pressure on my thumb, but that's what this left side part is for, so that's going to be great. Get that flipped over here quick. Oh, I am quite happy with this thing. Let's check the detent. Boom. Nice, solid ting in. Boom. Not going to be talking that. It's, once it starts getting out, yeah, you're flipping that out good. That is well detented. Well detented. You heard it here first, folks. Choke up spot feels nice. I like that larger blade. Thick in the handle. Feels good. Plenty of space out the back, even with my smaller hand. I mean, my larger hand, the smaller handle. It definitely feels like it's shorter, but look, plenty. And then with that choke up, that's a very comfortable spot. Oh, this is great. Super happy. Congratulations, Terry. This is a win. Nice contour to the scales on there. Nice, simple black wash. I think this is just a clean look. Very happy with it. Okay. Where are we at? Jimps. Just a couple jimps right there. They're mostly front flipper jimps. They are really nice jimps, so I like a thick jimp. I like a lot of jimps. You could have jimped all the way up to here, and I would have been happy with it. But it does feel nice, and when you get your thumb stuck in that spot right there, your comfort zone, you are in, you are locked, you are golden tea, right? Excellent stuff. Okay. We are looking at barely 7. That is wild. This sucks in a lot of punch for under 7. 6 7/8, almost 7 inches. That is wild. 3 1/8 on the blade. You could maybe say 3 1/4 at an angle, but definitely shorter. 2 3/4 on the cutting surface with the slightest curve on the belly. And 3 7/8 on the handle. For a smaller knife, man, this thing feels big. Thickness, oh, yes, 0.14, I love it. Drops to 12, the 10 out to there. So the 1.4 carries to here, then 12, then 10 at this pot right there. Nice full grind all the way across the entire blade. Little swedge on the top there. Handle thickness, 0.5 exactly, 0.96 there, a little bit thinner at the end, 0.79. And this part of the blade before the sweat or the harpoon, 1.16, with the harpoon, 1.3. Look at that. Battery not flashing. How does this battery start to work for a while and then flash like it's going to die? It's like just going through these stages, living forever. Okay. 4.46, shorter but stocky, beefy. I like the thickness on the handle and the blade. 4.46. We have, brought to you by Kaiser, the Drop Bear Compare. Oh, did I not have this on there? The Drop Bear Compare, 3.29, 4.46. I love a heavier blade. You know that. I've talked about it. I like some weight behind the blade. I don't mind that at all. Here we are. Kaiser brought to you the Drop Bear Compare. I'm working on this. Something new. I don't know when I said Drop Bear Compare the other day. I thought it was funny, and now I'm going to just mess around with that until I come up with some kind of fun jingle. Comment below if you have any thoughts. So this is the Kaiser Drop Bear. Same size as your Bug Out Your Pyrite. Good comparative knife. Looks like the handle is just a little bit longer on the Drop Bear, maybe 1/8 of an inch. Blade is about the same though. Blade's really about the same size. Almost thicker on the Orlok though. Very similar, just a little bit shorter, but close to that not quite full size. Here's all those jimps I love so much. Give me more jimps, everyone in the world, please. Thank you. Okay, we have it. Terry, love it, love it. I knew right away when I saw the prototype at the concept table in Blade Show, Texas, I was like, wow, this is great. And then I was like, wait a minute. 1931? No way. And then that made me want it even more. I'm down to support anyone. I mean, the knife community in a whole, but when you know them, you've already kind of talked to them, ordered a few slips from them, or I got one through a pass round. I don't remember. Anyway, support Terry, support knife makers. Kansept. Oh, this thing is great. Let's do a paper cut test. Brand new S35 VN here. Let's see what it is right out of the box today. Ooh. That, did you see that curly Q? Look at that. 9.5. Perfect. Remember, that's 0.14 at the back right there. That grind is great. That edge is fantastic. I love it. Kansept is really making some cool stuff. I've been really happy with everything they're doing. And this is another win. Check it out. Pick up an Orlok while you can. Lots of different varieties and styles of this knife. I'm going to go ahead and finish this video up, swap that clip over to the other side for me, and then hang out, relax the rest of the night with my new knife. Ooh! Feels so good. Stay sharp. We'll see you soon.